We are off to a 1-6 start here in season 1 of our draft only franchise after 2 episodes here, and this episode will be going through the month of November, hoping to improve our win record just a little bit, or at least our win percentage, in a month that features a lot of home games. We only go on the road twice in the entire month of November, but when I was trying to figure out what game we were going to play here in this month, I was trying to think of kind of what games I should be targeting here in season 1, and I think after the start of the season, it's pretty clear that Jalen Duren is on pace to at least be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year, and so I kind of want to face off against a lot of his competition for that award. Last episode we faced Chet Holmgren, and I think today we're going to face Jabari Smith Jr. That is the very last game in November, so we'll be doing a lot of simulating to get to that point. But before that, there's one more thing that I haven't really gone over yet so far in the first 2 episodes, and that's kind of where I'm going with individual training here. And I set these, but it looks like they didn't save because I set these like this same day. So I just need to redo these. Let's go Christian Braun first. I think for him, let's go with shooting guard 2-way. I think long term, if he can be a good 3-and-D 2 guard for us, probably going to be where I would like for him to be at most. Jalen Duren, I would want him to really just become a defensive beast as much as he can be. I think offensively, he's already kind of doing what I want him to do. He's proven to be a pick and roll threat, an offensive rebound and putback threat. Isaiah Joe, I think if he's going to make it on this team, he's going to need to be a point guard. I just think at 2 guard, he's been kind of bullied a little bit, and so he needs to work on playmaking. That's going to be kind of probably his only shot for him to be a long-term player for us. Just after 2 episodes, he's been really bullied kind of a little bit on the offensive, on the defensive side of the ball. And for Andrew Nembhard, I think going into his outside shooting, hasn't been hitting a lot of his outside shots to start the year, so I definitely want him to get better at that. Mostly just going to be focusing, of course, on the young guys here. The old guys, I'm not really going to care about what they're training too much. Langford, we can get him to be a 2-way player. And for the young guys, that's pretty much it. I guess we could go with Vernon Carey here, probably more defensive. For centers, I really just want them to be really good defensively first and foremost. So here's where the individual trainings are for this season. Might update this at some point in the year, but this is what I want these guys working on. And so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into 4 weeks of simulating. We'll hop in and see some box scores along the way, and then we'll get to this November 30th matchup against the Rockets. Here we have ourselves a win against the Sacramento Kings, where Dwight Powell surprisingly led us because he went 10 of 11 from the field. LeVert dropped in 16 on decent shooting. Joe 5 of 11. Duren with a double-double of 14, 16, and 4 assists and 4 blocks. So really nice game from him, even though maybe below average shooting. It was actually Dwight Powell who was leading us in scoring here as we start with a 1-2 week. And here we are already at November 30th. We did not win a single other game all these home games, and we just could not pick up a victory. This 70 simulator difficulty has proven to be quite difficult for us to pick up victories. I mean, this 11-point victory, this 11-point loss, is the second best game we've played so far this month. So hoping to at least get a second win of the month here in the last game, going against Houston. Let's hop into this game. Here at home for a 3rd consecutive episode. We'll probably try to get on the road for this next one, but going against a very young Houston team that's probably got a pretty similar timeline from us, where they're going to start, pretty bad and in the bottom of the standings, but maybe by the time we're ready to compete, Houston could easily be one of the better teams in the league. Reddish top of the key. He's got Mike Conley down low, and that is a finish over KJ Martin for the first Las Vegas basket. Jalen Green, he's getting past Karis LeVert. The finish at the rim is not there, but the offensive rebound and kick out to Jabari Smith. That three from the corner is pure. Şengün with Royce O'Neal on him, getting himself in position for the layup, which will fall. Reddish, he's driving inside on KJ Martin. He gets the shot to go with the foul from Jalen Green along with it. Nice strong move to get inside from Cam Reddish. And a nice job finishing the play along with that. Green trying to blow by Karis LeVert here. Gets himself to the basket and gets the reverse layup to drop. Nice finish in traffic there. Was decent defense being played by LeVert, but not good enough. LeVert, nice screen from Conley. Instead, he throws it away down low. He had a ton of space there. Turns the ball over. Green, he's pulling from three. That one is pure on the other end from the Rockets. A nice sequence. And that extends this run to 10-2 here. LeVert to get the Jalen Duren screen here, top of the key. He steps back from the mid-range, and that one will fall for LeVert's, his first basket of this ballgame. Green, he gets by LeVert again. That has been a tough matchup for us. Jalen Green, 3 of 4 for 7 early points. Conley from the elbow. He'll hand off to Reddish. He's pulling up mid-range, no good. Rebound tipped out to KPJ, running in transition. Getting by Mike Conley and gets the layup to go down. This Houston offense has been something, giving us major problems to start this one out. Porter Jr. is isolating against Mike Conley here. Gets to the baskets and gets the layup to go around Mike Conley. LeVert gets the Jalen Duren screen and pulls up from mid-range. That one is butter. Cam Reddish, he hands off to Conley. Now getting a screen from Duren. Dishes inside to him and he dunks it right over Kevin Porter Jr. Nice dunk in traffic from our rookie big man. Nembhard gets the Dwight Powell screen and pulls it from deep. That one will drop for him and will shrink this Houston lead down to 4. Jeremy Lamb, he's cutting inside and gets the nice feed. Finishes the basket to get the Houston Rockets over 20 points in the quarter. Nembhard has Josh Christopher on him, kicks to Dwight Powell on the pick and roll, and that one works well for the Outlaws. Jeremy Lamb feeds Kaminsky in the post. He has Dwight Powell closely guarding him, but the cutter play works again for the Rockets. Isaiah Joe cannot stick with Jeremy Lamb. If you can't guard Jeremy Lamb, who can you guard in the NBA? Nembhard, he's going off the screen from the mid-range on the other end, and he gets that off the dribble shot to fall. Christopher receives the Kaminsky pick, kicks it to Lamb in the corner. That one is no good, but he gets the board, fires again, and this time it falls. He has 9 points already. Isaiah Joe, he gets the Javonte Green screen and gets it inside. He finishes that layup, a nice shot in traffic. Jeremy Lamb gets by Isaiah Joe again. He has scored on the last 5 possessions for the Rockets. Powell out near midcourt, kicks to Joe. Nembhard has the ball in the corner. He awaits the Javonte Green screen. Gets it there and kicks it to Okiki in the corner. That one is bottoms. And the Outlaws are keeping pace with this hot Rockets offense. Jeremy Lamb getting by Isaiah Joe again, draws the foul, and gets the basket to go. This matchup against Jeremy Lamb has been probably Isaiah Joe's worst defensive performance, and trust me when I say that is saying quite a lot. Jonte Green takes the Chumo Kiki screen inside, finishes through the Usman Garuba traffic, and gets himself a 3-point play opportunity. Here at the line, that free throw is up and good. Now the Houston lead is trimmed to 3. Lamb kicks to a wide open Usman Garuba from the wing, and that 3 drops. Screen and roll up, coming for Nembhard. He takes that shot from the mid-range, and it will fall. His shooting has been much better today than it has been in the first couple of episodes. That's a kick to the corner. Tari Eason has a good look. It will not drop. So 33-29 will be the score at the end of the first. Jeremy Lamb had himself quite the quarter, being guarded by Isaiah Joe. And I just don't know how much longer we can keep trying this Isaiah Joe experiment. Hands off to LeVert. He gets the Jalen Duren screen. Back out to a wide open Nembhard. That 3 is good. I really like that play, as it gives the Outlaws the lead. Duren, he's got Josh Christopher on him. He will hand off to LeVert. Taking it inside over Garuba. That is pure. LeVert isolating against Christopher here. Gets himself inside and shoots over Josh Christopher. That shot falls. 5-4-6 early. A very efficient night for LeVert. That's some nice ball movement by Houston to get the wide open 3 to tie this one up at 38 apiece. Step back 3 for Christopher is pure. He's heating up here in the second quarter. Nembhard kicks inside to Jalen Duren on the pick and roll. Spinning shot over Kevin Porter Jr. is good. Reddish now gets the Powell screen, throws it straight to KJ Martin. He's pushing ahead to Jalen Green. Nice transition offense from the Houston Rockets. Beautiful find by Kenyon Martin. Şengün, the Rockets found the mismatch here. Şengün against Isaiah Joe will never end up in a positive situation for the Outlaws, I don't think. This is out to Isaiah Joe. Pick and roll with Isaiah Joe. He's pulling from deep off the dribble. And that shot falls for the young Outlaw. Don't love this for us. Green has showed an aptitude to finish in traffic, which he does right there. Gets him to double digits on the night. Almost is stripped. Instead, he kicks out to Isaiah Joe. Dwight Powell sets the screen. He's open inside the hoop and the arm. Nice job finishing over the Şengün contact. Still getting that dunk down. And the 3-point play opportunity will be completed there with the free throw dropping for him. Jalen Green, he's going inside on Isaiah Joe. Shoots over him and gets it to drop with the Isaiah Joe foul. Do we trade Isaiah Joe in this episode? We might have to, honestly. I think we might have seen enough here from these episodes of his defense. I certainly am starting to get really tired of it. That's a steal by Frank Kaminsky. Jonte Green trying to find Royce O'Neal on the roll. Jalen Green pulling in transition, and he is good. The Rockets have opened up a double-digit lead. Isaiah Joe has enough space to fire it. And if there's an argument to not trade Isaiah Joe, it's because he is our best 3 3-point shooter. Jalen Green, though, just dunks it on his head, the other side of the courts. Goodness, Jalen Green is an athletic dude. That time he had Cam Reddish guarding him, and that is quite a different guy to have defending you. Joe, he got that one to go. Let's go. I just said too many things that rhyme with Joe in that sentence. Christopher will play for the last shot. He's pulling up from 3. Shots is long, and Houston will take a 60-52 8-point lead to the halftime locker room. Conley will bring it up here to start the second half. Running the play for LeVert. He has got himself a dunk to start off the third quarter. Beautiful play. That's probably one of my favorites in the whole playbook. Jalen Green gets the screen, goes inside. Kicks out to a wide open KJ Martin. That one drops. Reddish from the wing. That one falls for him. Answering back that Houston 3 with one of our own. Not much time left here for Houston. Jalen Green thought about pulling the shot, but instead finds the wide open Martin, who slams it home with style. No one was around him to try and defend that shot. Jalen Green has been pulling these shots in transition all night long, and he keeps getting them to fall. When his three-point shot's going, there's not much you can do to guard him. Other way, though, Royce O'Neal slamming it home over Jabari Smith. Just the first shot he's gotten to go in this game. LeVert kicks to Reddish, who gets the 3 from the wing to fall, trimming this lead down to 6. LeVert takes the Jalen Duren screen, goes inside, and the layup is good. Nice job creating some separation on that screen by Duren. APJ off this Jabari Smith screen has himself some space from the mid-range and drops the shot. Grante's screen is pickpocketed by Tari Easton in the post. Kicks ahead to Christopher, out to Jabari Smith, and Houston capitalizes on the Las Vegas turnover. Okiki to inbound. This is to Powell. Out to Green for 3. That one is pure from the wing. Let's go. Jeremy Lamb taking it inside on Isaiah Joe, spins around and drops the shot inside. 15 points on the night for Lamb. Isaiah Joe gets the pass from Dwight Powell and drops the 3 home. We're hanging around that 6-point deficit margin. We just gotta trim it down a little bit more now. Kaminsky is fouled by Okiki, and the shots drops as well. Coming off that feed. Trying to get the 3-point play here. He will do just that. Green to Isaiah Joe. Trying to create some space from the mid-range. He got enough of it there. Definitely has some offensive talent as a shooter. That is not in question. Lamb isolating against Joe, trying to get inside. He'll do just that. Finds the space to hit the shot. Green has Powell open from mid-range. He decides not to take it. Back out to Green. And we get that extra point. So a good decision by Powell in the end. Jeremy Lamb, wide open lane to the basket. The floater is good. He has been annoyingly good tonight. Jeremy Lamb goes inside on Chuma Okiki. Chuma, good defense, but Lamb just has been on one of those nights, I guess. Screen and roll Nembhard and Powell. Nemhard takes the layup and drops it home. 5 of 6. This has been Nemhard's best episode so far in the very early portions of this franchise. Houston will play for the last shot here. That's a good look for Jalen Green, and the 3 falls. The Houston lead extends to 13, and we allow 96 points in the first 3 quarters. We just haven't been able to stop their guards, really. Their first and second string guards are all kind of just demolishing us in this game. But hey, we blew a 12-point lead after 3 quarters last episode. Can we come back from a 13-point deficit in episode 3? Let's go ahead and find out. Going to do so with an isolation. He has got himself some moves. Still some great defense by LeVert, but it wasn't enough there. Jalen Green is just that good sometimes. Green has the top of the key. He'll take the Jabari Smith screen and get to the rim and get it to go over Conley. A little bit of a size advantage there for him. 32 points on 18 shots. Pretty good. Conley going to town against Kevin Porter Jr. and the floater drops for him. Not the most efficient night, just 3 for 10, but got that one to drop. What a feed inside to Mike Conley, who gets the layup to go down to 13, where we started this quarter. Jabari Smith, that one's going to be an and one in transition. Gets fouled, got the weird angled layup to fall despite the contact. Definitely not something he's known for. Reddish. That was a clean look created by the offense there, and he gets it to drop. Reddish dishes to LeVert. He's pulling from deep. That one goes down for him. Porter Jr. step back from the mid-range will rattle itself home, bringing KPJ to 17 on the night. Down 21 here, 4 minutes left. I think it's time to call what I like to call on this channel a good old mercy rule killing. We'll lose by 19. What ended up happening for us? I think LeVert slowed down pretty significantly in the second half. I think he scored a couple buckets to get over 20 late, but from the shots we were watching, he was quite worse in the second half in terms of his efficiency. Isaiah Joe shot well, 4 of 5 from 3. You love to see it. Hit some tough shots tonight as well. Just was an awful night defensively for him. 14 and 4 from Nemhard. His best performance of the 3 episodes we've watched. Jalen Duren, probably his, not like he didn't play bad or anything. He just was the least involved today that he has been, I think, in any of the episodes. Reddish 5 for 8. Nobody was really that bad except for really Conley. Kiki and O'Neal, they're more defensive guys for us anyway. But like, offense was not the problem today. It was defense, where 14 of 22 for Green, 11 of 14 for Lamb, 7 of 11 for Porter Jr. This backcourt trio just gave us problems all night long, especially because one of these two was always in, and the offense was always running through them. It was always running to success. So we will end November with just 1 win. I was wanting to improve our winning percentage. We came into this episode 1-6. We end 2-17. That's gotta put us at the bottom of the league. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, we are below even the Spurs, who always suck in year 1 pretty badly. You got to think that it's going to be higher than 10% as the season goes along. I think we just had a particularly rough start. The Magic are the second worst team, and I think that's probably actually who we're going to face in the next episode. Want to get a road game in, and also Paolo is one of Jalen Duren's, main rivals for Rookie of the Year. Although his stats in November probably pushed him a little bit back, as he was averaging like 21 points per game, now down to just under 18, but still, you know, 18 and 11 almost is pretty good. Averaging like 2.5 stocks as well, shooting 71% from the field. Probably got to get him some more shots. Maybe we mess a little bit with his tendencies, but he's third in points per game behind Banchero and Ivy. Rebounds, he's second behind Kessler. Blocks, he's fourth behind Williams, Holmgren, and Kessler. Let's see, in terms of, where's minutes? Oh, they're way over here. Minutes per game, he's fourth behind Banchero, Ivy, and Kessler. So maybe we up his minutes a little bit. I could see that certainly helping us out. Maybe mess with some tendencies as well. We'll see what we do. But as success is, as we can already see, not going to be the case here in year one. I think trying to get Jalen Duren Rookie of the Year is probably going to be our goal of year one. And so let's go ahead. Let's just take care of that now. See if we can help. He's getting 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and just give him 32. Or, yeah, we'll do that for now. And other than that, I don't think we need to make any changes to the lineup. I think, depending, you guys can tell me what you want to see. Should we trade Isaiah Joe? That could give Christian Braun some minutes. He's also a really good three-point shooter, but gonna have more size. Hopefully not gonna get quite as bullied on defense. He's not quite a shooter. He has a three-pointer, while Isaiah Joe has a plus, and also A minus. Mid-range, B inside. So Isaiah Joe is a little bit better of an offensive player. He even has, B perimeter defense, which is why I drafted him. I was like, undersized, but solid defensive ratings, but it just hasn't been the case. He has been hunted and hunted very successfully. The game wants me to make him a starter. I just don't think I can make a guy that's that bad defensively a starter. Plus, LeVert is actually doing well, alongside him. So I don't think I can make that change. But that's all I've got for this episode of very, very tough November. Hopefully we can turn our things around a little bit. I don't mind losing in the draft that we've got upcoming with the three big guys. I'd love to have the best odds at the #1 overall pick, but still, losing to this extent is a little bit too much. Hopefully we can pick things up in December, where we've got to go on the road a significant larger portion of our games. That's all I've got for this episode. I'll be back soon with another, and I will see you then.